1998 saw the wrestling wars between WWF and WCW heat up, both on the television and in the toy aisles. WCW figures were being produced by original San Francisco toy makers, and WWF figures by Jakks Pacific.
You ready to crunch somebody's bones? I knew that you were. How's it going, Vince? You little punk. Hey, wait just a minute! Oh, no.
For Jakks, 42 different wrestlers saw action figures by the end of 1997. This was no small feat. But in 1998, there were over 40 different sets and series alone. With that in mind, it seemed like there was really only one WWF wrestler anyone really wanted to find: Stone Cold Steve Austin. (1997) ended with Superstar Series 5 and Best of 1997 figures. Jakks Pacific would start 1998 focusing on figures that looked like Bone Crunchers, but had more action than before. In January, collectors were treated to Stomp Series 1, which included wrestlers in military Warzone style outfits with removable accessories and weapons. These figures didn't actually have the bone crunching action like the previous figures produced by Jakks, but that didn't stop the back of the carding from showing the BCA feature. Following the trend of more non-BCA BCA figures, Slammer Series 1, which included special action features of already existing wrestling guys. Goldust, Steve Austin, Undertaker, Bret Hart, Mankind, and Farouk were included with this set. This was Bret Hart's final WWF figure. Also released in February was KB Toys' exclusive Special Edition Series 1, which included cool artwork with a name display of each figure. Yokozuna was the standout, representing his 1996 run. Another would be released in 1998 with different gear. Too Tough Series 1 more or less replaced the old managers and tag team concepts from 1997, capturing the popular duos at the time: Truth Commission, Triple H and Chyna, Goldust and Marlena, and Disciples of Apocalypse. To this day, Marlena has not had another action figure. Shotgun Saturday Night Series 1 gave collectors a reason to buy previously released characters with different attires and weapons. Included were The Undertaker, Hawk and Animal, The Godwins, Steve Austin, Savio Vega, and The Rock, Rocky Maivia. Savio had a ton of variants, usually surrounding the tush of the figure. This would wrap up all the figures for the first half of 1998. Jakks Pacific was heating up in time for the summer, with tons of new waves like Special Edition Series 2, WrestleMania 14 singles and a box set, a Grudge Match 2-pack, Attitude 4-pack, and Slammer Series 2. The second set of KB exclusives were re-releases of older figures, again, another yawn of a set. WrestleMania 14 included this super random Rock, but Shawn Michaels was another for the shelves. HBK and Triple H both came with removable vests. If any collectors missed out on the WrestleMania 14 Shawn or Austin, they were in luck because Jakks started a new bi-monthly series of figures titled Grudge Match, with this pair being in the debut set. Pretty much the same Steve Austin figure would be released yet again in the Attitude box set. The real treat for those looking to find something new: Slammer Series 2. To this day, it remains my favorite bone-crunching era set. Shawn Michaels was unimpressive, and Brian Pillman coming out nearly a year after his untimely passing was odd. Having new figures of the Patriot, Dude Love, Taka Michinoku, and Kane really made the set stand out. This remains the Patriot's lone 6-inch figure. I honestly cannot overstate how difficult it was to find this Kane in stores. I never found Kane, but my friend did, and he loved to rub it in. Damn it, Michael! I'd get my revenge, but we'll circle back to that in the next chapter. The following month saw 3 more releases. Stomp Series 2, Underwater Siege. Another grudge match, and WrestleMania 14's 3-packs exclusive to BJ's Wholesale. September was a solid month, bringing in 4 new series and an exclusive set. Ringside Collection Series 2 came out around this time, giving collectors their first opportunity to buy a Jim Cornette and Jim Ross. One of the major collecting mysteries, who is Tony and why is he on Jim Ross's jacket? Kidding. This War Tony production error would be corrected in the next wave of shipments to retailers. Commissioner Slaughter, Honky Tonk Man, Vince McMahon, and a referee were included in the Series 2 of Ringside Collection. Too Tough Series 2 was another great set, giving collectors almost all first-time figures in BCA style. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, Kurgan and Jackal, and Kama and D'Lo. It was rumored that Chainsaw Charlie would have his first action figure in this series alongside Cactus Jack, but the Hardcore Legends pack was replaced with Brian Christopher and Jerry Lawler. Another grudge match with re-released figures was available to collectors, along with Livewire Series 1. Vader received a paint app correction, making it the most accurate Vader figure. Chyna was slightly different than her previous figure, and Mankind was pretty much a Superstar Series 3 figure with a ladder. However, Undertaker, Steve Austin, and Ken Shamrock were noteworthy, coming with their Stomp figure heads. This Stone Cold head, though. Ugh. By this time, collectors had to be wondering where the main line of BCA superstars went. I'm guessing sales numbers weren't as strong as Jakks hoped for Slammers, Stomp, and other gimmicks. Superstars were reintroduced with Series 6, which finally gave updated molds for Triple H, Owen Hart, and Mark Merrow. New figures of Mark Henry, Steve Blackman, and Jeff Jarrett were welcomed additions. Exclusives were the name of the game back then. Mick Foley's Triple Threat 3-pack, including this amazing Cactus Jack with 2 repacks. Ultimate Collection 4-pack, and a Slammer's autograph set. Good luck finding the Sears and JCPenney exclusives. Signature Series 2 is available next, including facsimile signatures on figures of Shawn Michaels, Dude Love, New Age Outlaws, Undertaker, and Kane. Billy Gunn had a knee pad variant. Dan Severn's first action figure would be available in this Grudge Match 2-pack, also released the same month. Speaking of Grudge Match, this action figure magazine mentioned the possibility of a Mike Tyson and Steve Austin 2-pack. Could you imagine? Box sets galore would have made it a challenge to keep up with all the new products, and that's what happened around this time. This Undertaker is the first to include tattoos, and the only pallbearer released in the line without makeup on his face. Collectors who are ready to toss their monster rings were finally able to do so with the release of the Attitude Ring. This ring was significantly smaller than the monster ring, had molded posts for easy assembly, and even included the fence-style cage. The ring was a must at the time, a real game changer. It also had catapults, and it could be turned into a carrying case. Come on! Stomp Series 3 would hit the shelves around November, allowing collectors to use their figures to accomplish space domination. Collecting 2 male figures in this set would assemble or build a vehicle. Another grudge match was available in Mark Merrow vs. Steve Blackman, but both are the same from Superstar Series 6. Again, more exclusives for the holiday madness. Walmart had DTA Series 1, another figure paired with Accessory Series, with Farouk, Dude Love, Kane, and Triple H, but also updated attires for figures of Vader, 8-Ball and Chains, and Shawn Michaels, who is wearing his WrestleMania 14 gear. Toys R Us had to have won retailer with the most exclusive box sets in time for Christmas. No Holds Barred 3-pack, Bad to the Bones, and Off the Mat, which, like the Championship Title Series box set the prior year, was packed with title belts. The figures included new head sculpts with updated World Championship, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championship title belts. No love for the European title? What about the European? That wouldn't be all, because Toys R Us would also carry the best of 1998 assortments. A Best of Tag Team series was also on the pegs with Legion of Doom, New Age Outlaws, and the Headbangers. December 1998 was a surprisingly quiet month, giving collectors a chance to catch up on all the figures that had been released. Meyer carried an exclusive DX box set, but all interested retailers would carry the Luna Vachon vs. Sable grudge match set. This would be the only way to grab a Luna Vachon, and would be the last new release of 1998. 1998 was when wrestling fans became glued to their TVs on Monday nights. While Jakks Pacific was eager to pump out the most popular star in this period, 28 different wrestlers would get their figures for the first time in 1998. And 61 different WWF characters throughout the year overall, the most of any year of BCA. 1999 would introduce more new characters, but would be a year of transition for wrestling collectors, with major changes to the WWF and WCW figure lines.